It's been a chastening afternoon, a chastening 3 days for Padraig Harrington and for Europe. You'll forgive me for just glancing off to my right at the big screen because there are still 3 matches left out in the course. And they involve 3 of the English contingent. Lee Westwood is currently coming up the 18th all square with Harris English. This probably will be Lee Westwood's final Ryder Cup, and wouldn't it be great if he could sign off with a win, because it's been 6 defeats in a row in his last 6 Ryder Cup matches. Tommy Fleetwood is in the penultimate match on the course. Quite a come down from the highs of Paris for Tommy Fleetwood over the last 3 days, but he potentially has a putt coming up on the 17th to get one up in his match. And then the last match out in course involves Matt Fitzpatrick, who's just got a little birdie flurry, and this is Matt Fitzpatrick's 5th Ryder Cup match. He's yet to win even half a point, so it would be fitting if Matt Fitz could maybe get one over the line on that one. I'm just watching Lee Westwood's approach into the 18th, and it's a pretty good one, and wouldn't it be fitting if the veteran could buy out with a full point and perhaps make this scoreline respectable. 17.5 to 10.5 was the scoreline in Paris. If those last three matches all turn blue, then that would be the scoreline here as well. But there's no sugarcoating it. It has been a dominant performance from the USA for start to finish. There will be some questions for Padraig Harrington and for Europe to answer. I think any criticism that comes Captain Harrington's way is a little bit unfair. There could be some question marks over some of the pairings, perhaps one of the wildcard picks, and the qualification process as well. But the fact of the matter is they have been outplayed by a much stronger, much more talented side in better form as well. And the worrying thing, Ed, for European golf fans is that this side, the likes of Jordan Spieth, Justin Thomas, Scotty Scheffler, Collin Morikawa, Xander Schauffele, they're not going anywhere for the next decade. This will be the backbone of an American side for the next 10 years at least, and they're only going to get better and better. And this is kind of like the end of an era for the European side. The greats of the European era of dominance like Lee Westwood, Ian Poulter, perhaps Paul Casey, maybe bowing out. This may be their last one. It feels like the changing of the guard, and we could well be in for some difficult Ryder Cups to come in the future as well. But look, it's fitting that Ian Poulter has finished with a win in what could be his last Ryder Cup match. He will bow out, if this is his last Ryder Cup, with an unbeaten record in singles, 6 wins and 1 halved match in his 7 singles matches. That's extraordinary, something that Colin Montgomery achieved as well, bowing out unbeaten in singles. Fitting as well that another man who came in for criticism over the last couple of days, Rory McIlroy, finished with a dominant win over Xander Schauffele in that lead-off match as well. And Rory was incredibly emotional, as was Ian Poulter, when they finished their matches. That's how much it means to these guys. John Rahm I was chatting to when he finished his match, and he said, you know, the times I've had with this guy, and he pointed in the direction of Sergio Garcia, are so much better than what I experienced at the US Open, the first major that he won this year back in June. That shows you how much it means to this European team. They will be back, but I tell you what, we could be entering an era of US dominance over the next decade or so, and Europe will have it all to do in 2 years' time in Rome to try to wrestle that cup back.